Fuzzy Mud by Lewis Sacker. Epilogue. For hundreds of thousands of years, human beings lived in a world without bioline. There was no gasoline, no nuclear power plants, and no electric lights. Water was clean, and the night sky glittered with a million stars. There were also fewer people in the world. It is estimated that 1,000 years ago there was a total of about 300 million people living on Earth. World population didn't reach the 1 billion mark until the early 1800s. By the 1950s, that number had more than doubled. In 1951, more than 2.5 billion people inhabited the planet. By the 1990s, world population had doubled yet again. And in 2011, it was reported that there were more than 7 billion of us eating, drinking, driving cars, using bathrooms, day after day after day. 2 times 7 billion equals 14 billion. 2 times 14 billion equals... Which is why, even after the Heathcliff disaster, the Senate Committee on Energy and the Environment voted unanimously to support the continued production of bioline. The committee was presented with a Hobson's choice: either risk worldwide catastrophe or give up on a source of clean, affordable energy. They concluded that the risk of catastrophe was extremely small. They hoped. Jonathan Fitzman assured the committee that there would be new safety procedures. This included taking daily samples from the storage tanks in order to test for oxygen-tolerant ergonisms. If even one such ergie was found, all the little fellows inside the tank would be destroyed. Soon, bioline-powered cars and trucks would fill the highways. Sunray Farm would establish new farms in Michigan, Idaho, and New Mexico, sites chosen either for their cold winters or for their lack of vegetation. Scientists determined that the frankengerms had thrived as well as they had because of all the organic material in the woods. The ergies were especially fond of freshly fallen leaves. 1 week after returning from Washington, D.C., Tamea still felt a glow of excitement from the experience. Everyone had told her how well she'd done, praising her maturity and poise. Monica kept reminding her that she was famous. It was scary returning to the woods again. It was scary climbing up Chad's tree, especially wearing clunky snow boots and fat gloves. Chad in front and Marshall right behind both promised they wouldn't let her fall. She didn't dare look down. The climb, the cold, and her fear of heights left her short of breath, but also exhilarated when she reached the crossboards that Chad had nailed into place. "Isn't it great?" Chad beamed. "Awesome," Marshall agreed. Tamea held tight to the tree as she looked out across the frozen woodlands. The world was so beautiful. She just hoped it would stay that way after the snow melted. Tamea Dilwadi, room 308, Heathcliff Regional Hospital, December 9th. Late assignment. How to blow up a balloon. Number 1. You start with a flat balloon. The color doesn't matter. You want to fill it with air from your lungs. Number 2. Look for the knobby end. If you stick your finger through it, your finger will be inside the balloon. But don't stick your finger in there. Number 3. Okay. Put the knobby end inside your mouth. Your lips should be tight around the knob so that when you blow, all your air will go into the balloon and not around it. Number 4. Okay. Hold the balloon between your first and second fingers. You have to hold it loose enough to allow air in, but tight enough so that it doesn't move. Number 5. Now blow. Number 6. Repeat step 5 until the balloon is full. Number 7. Between blows, you will need to take breaths. Be sure to squeeze your fingers tight around the balloon when breathing in, so that the air can't escape. Number 8. Okay, now you have to tie the balloon. That's the hardest part. Tightly hold the balloon between your first and second fingers so that no air gets out. There will be a little dangly piece of your balloon left over. Stretch out that part and wrap it around your finger, then tie it into a knot by slipping the knobby end between your finger and the part wrapped around it. Number 9. Remove your finger. Ta-da! The end. About the author. Louis Sachar is the author of the New York Times #1 bestseller Holes, winner of the Newbery Medal, the National Book Award, and the Christopher Award. He is also the author of Stanley Yelnats' Survival Guide to Camp Green Lake, Small Steps, winner of the Schneider Family Book Award and the Card Turner, a Publishers Weekly Best Book, a Parents' Choice Gold Award recipient, and an American Library Association Young Adult Library Service Association Best Fiction for Young Adults book. His book for younger readers includes There's a Boy in the Girls' Bathroom, The Boy Who Lost His Face, Dogs Don't Tell Jokes, and the Marvin Red Post series, among many others. Thank you for listening to this audiobook.